Hello everyone on the internet and thanks for tuning in. This is RyuKiva from RyuKiva Toku, kicking off the fifth and final series of Toku Unboxing. Today I am doing the just recently released secondary rider of Kamen Rider Saber, Kamen Rider Blades, Lion Senki. So I got this for around that 3,000 to 4,000 yen mark new. And obviously I had to pay a bit of postage, so it cost me around 5,000 yen in total roughly. So getting on with looking at the box, we have a really nice shot of the figure there, like with the sword, the saber, and it goes just to his upper thighs. 2020, designed by Tamashii Nations in Japan, Bandai Spirits made in China. Got the Tamashii Nation logo, blue Bandai logo, the Saber logo, the jibber jabber in a secret language, so I can't even read the blurb for this one. Again, the splash goes over to this side. Get a nice full body shot there with Kamen Rider Blades, Lion Senki, S.H.Figuarts written there. Bit of a window at the top, same blurb there, same title there. Got some contact details on the bottom with a nice shot on the base there. So, looking at the back, so we've got the toei seal of approval, ages 15 and up, so don't be choking on no nothing. Bandai Spirits, rest is in Japanese, simple style and heroic action. So we don't actually have a blurb in English on this one, but we do have a small shot of Saber here because you do get the smaller Rekka included with this release, as well as two nice shots of Blades there. But of course, I mean, the window is really small, but you can just about see Saber's Rekka there, as well as Blades Rekka there, as well as Blades full-on sword. So, getting on with this unboxing, I'm actually quite excited about this one. So, here we go. So, the cardboard's bent at the back a bit there. Right. So, let's see what the inlay's got to say. So, with the Saber's hands, like he had the clip-off things for the back of his hands. I believe it's the same case here. So, we've got an even number of hands, 2, 4, 6, 8, including the fists. And yet, you got the clip-ons for the back of the hands there, which... again, it's a little bit inconvenient. Warning sharp, warning delicate, written in a few places. Got that Wonder Ride book that comes in and out. It shows you the sword. Warning, paint may rub off. That's absolutely brilliant. And then it shows you some things apparently sold separately. I'm not too sure what it's trying to say. I think it's saying that Saber's sold separately, which is pretty much stating the obvious. So I'm going to look straight at the figure here. Okay, so where Saber had a rubber skirt, this guy has got like rubber on his back there. Yeah, that is actually quite sharp, so the inlay speaks true. Yeah, the little tiny Wonder Ride book doesn't fold, but it does clip in and out of his belt with ease. So let's have a look at some balancing, shall we? Yep, so that's clipped. So I've gone for quite an ambitious pose to begin with. It's actually quite a nice chunky figure, if I'm genuinely honest. I mean, I'm liking the detail. I mean, I'll go over the detail a bit more. So you've got the translucent effects in the helmet, as well as the shiny metallic paint. So actually, in terms of looks, it looks amazing. I mean, you got some like white detailing with the paint job as well, and again, like, this is so much better than Saber's kind of rubber skirt where it's just like little bits of rubber. I mean, it actually adds nice touch. I mean, I am keeping the plastic on this one, so like underneath you've got some nice detailing on the back. I mean, that torso, considering this is brand spanking new, is quite loose, which can serve as an advantage in some cases. I mean, those arms are tight as new as anything. And yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the detailing still. I mean, you've got some nice gold detailing going along. You've got two sets of pockets on each side of Blades. But I'm actually liking the white touches on the silver parts and the black parts. I mean, you got it all going on the forearms as well. I mean, at least, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of playing around with the kneecaps. Those kneecaps do seem solid on, so I really hate detachable kneecaps. But liking the fact that they stay on. And actually, I've got to be honest, just feeling it, the balancing does feel really good. So looking at the weapons, so I know a lot of complaints were made about Saber's sword. This is Blade's sword. I'm not, I mean, I guess it's not SHF's fault, but the fact that this goes down like a sort of, like I know there's a specific name in Japanese, but like where it's kind of like the whole, like the kind of cover for the rest of the blade, you've got that there, and again you've got that rubbable paint. But again, this isn't SHF's fault, but that is quite minimal in terms of what this could actually be. So I'm going to leave that there, but I'm going to look at these small swords here. So this is what's exclusive to the Blades release. You've got Saber's Rekka and then Blade's own Rekka there. So I'm going to have a quick look at Blades because I'm actually going to steal this from this particular release. Is it worth it? Not really, but nice little addition, I guess. So I'm stealing this. And here we've got Saber's Rekka, which goes right in there. So that does actually look pretty cool, if I'm honest. It's quite hard to pull out, so it does go in pretty well, pretty decently. I'm going to try pop these hands off. So just to kind of finish off this video. Yeah, so those hands they're quite hard. But, right, so I'll try a couple of poses while switching hands. So getting those hand covers off. Not the easiest, to be fair. I mean, they're pretty standard. They're both pretty much identical as well. So those are the fists there. So I'll go with two claspy hands because I'll try and do some poses with the Rekka as well. I mean, I think it's called the Holy Blade rather than the Rekka, but so I know they use the word Rekka a lot in the show, but I think that is specifically referred to as the Holy Blade. Right. This just shows how much of a big fan I am. I mean, clipping those, I mean, again, I don't know why they didn't just paint the hands. It's a bit irritating, if I'm honest. That's very loosely on, if I'm genuinely honest. So I'll try carry on with it like that. So let's do one simple pose with the sword, with the main sword. So, like, again, he does quite, he's quite mean because Rintaro is the very sort of established sword fighter, to be fair. So, I mean, they don't really do the anime sword poses in Saber. There's a series, and the series so far, it starts pretty well in my opinion, and then it just gets really complicated. So yeah, that's one pose. I mean, for some odd reason his balancing has gone a little off since adding the Holy Blade and his main sword. I mean, it's not the worst, but actually, I mean, if anything, I will actually say in terms of release, there were so many people saying that they felt that Blade should have been the main rider. But it is what it is, I guess. So just to kind of finish off, that's him kind of half put in, but this pose makes no sense at all. So I'll take the main sword out. So, I mean, again, it's quite an easily manipulable figure, and it's so well balanced. It's really thick, and I'd even say it's a little better than Saber's release. It just feels a little bit better, if I'm genuinely honest, simply because Saber had the massive rubber skirt. This guy does not. But again, like, I don't know, I mean, just to kind of go over it, I mean, again, the detailing on the chest, including the lion Senki on his chest, looks really good. It's a really well detailed figure. It's a really well balanced figure. Again, so many people felt this guy should have been the main rider, but it is what it is. And I think just to finish off, I will remove his Holy Blade. I'll put this sword, I mean, this is it, like, technically, yeah, that would be fine. So, like, so again, I think this is just how easy it is to manipulate. So I am actually very impressed with this figure, even though I am gutted that I'm not keeping it. So that is my unboxing of Kamen Rider Blades Lion Senki. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out my website at ryukivatoku.weebly.com, as well as my other social media for more content and my relevant pages for business contributions and inquiries. Don't forget to like, follow and subscribe. See you next time.